Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Explain America. I'm your host, Carmine Sabia. We got a really awesome story for you tonight. But first, before we get started, as always, I want to remind you to like, comment, share, subscribe. It really helps us out. It really helps us defeat those social media algorithms that keep us pressed down. We got to get the conservative news out to the people because we know the mainstream media is not going to do it. So it's up to us. This week, Governor Ron DeSantis and Texas Governor Greg Abbott, they kind of conspired to really stick the immigration crisis in the face of the liberals. It's real easy to say you want open borders. It's real easy to say you want to have sanctuary cities. It's not so easy to actually do it. Now, I want you to think about what happened. The top news story for 2 days was that there was 50 migrants in Martha's Vineyard. Rich, elite Martha's Vineyard, a liberal bastion. But every day, hundreds, sometimes thousands of illegal immigrants cross the borders into places like Texas and Arizona and red states, and there's not a peep about it on most mainstream media outlets. Well, it's not just Ron DeSantis and Governor Greg Abbott and Arizona Governor Doug Ducey, or even just us Republicans who are noticing the hypocrisy. In fact, there was a top Democrat who noticed the hypocrisy, a Latina Democrat, in fact. And this is not just some regular run-of-the-mill Democrat. This is the woman who was the former leader of the California Senate, the top dog in the California Senate. Her name is Gloria Romero. And she wrote an op-ed for the Daily Mail, and she basically praised Abbott and she praised Ron DeSantis. And she said, if you think we as Latinas and Latinos are angry at them for this, you're dead wrong. And she used the words dead wrong. She talked about more than 2 million undocumented immigrants will be arrested trying to cross the border. And nary a peep is said about them. But all of a sudden, they wind up in rich, elite Martha's Vineyard, and it's a national crisis. And what she said was the liberals, the rich elite liberals surrounded by their mansions and their yachts, couldn't stand having 50 brown migrants around them and got them shipped out of there within 24 hours. They actually got them shipped out of there with the help of the National Guard. They called 125 National Guard troops to get rid of 50 migrants. The optics of that, I don't know how the Democrats can straight-faced look and say that DeSantis and Abbott are being cruel to the migrants by shipping them to a beautiful place, a place that said they welcome them. Like DeSantis said, Florida's not a sanctuary state, but you guys are, so we're sending them to you. And as Romero said in her op-ed piece, she said, well, yeah, liberals are all for letting the illegals in, and they want the migrants here, just not in their own, quote, immaculate backyards. Even Donald Trump, the former president of the United States, said during his rally on Saturday, he said it took less than 24 hours for them to get 50 migrants out of Martha's Vineyard, but Joe Biden won't lift a finger to stop the people coming over the border every single day. See, as long as it's a red state problem, then these Washington elites, these people in D.C., they don't care. They don't care about it because it's a red state problem. When it actually hits them in their backyard, you see New York City going crazy. You see Martha's Vineyard went crazy, Chicago going crazy, Washington, D.C. going crazy, Massachusetts in general going crazy. Oh, no, don't send them here. Don't send them here. But you're the guys that wanted the open borders. We're giving you what you want. You're the guys that have declared your cities sanctuaries. You're the guys that say you're welcoming and loving and caring, but yet you don't even want these people around for a day. Romero said it was an absolute joke, and she called the liberals out on their hypocrisy. And she predicted that the Latinas and Latinos will not forget exactly how hypocritical these people were. They couldn't take them for 24 hours. First of all, I, for one, am appalled that you couldn't stand to be around these people and pretended that you were shipping them off for their own good because you don't have the capacity to house them. Yet you deal with 100,000 tourists every summer, but you couldn't house 50 people. No, you didn't want to house 50 people. Not near you anyway. And that's the disgusting part about this whole thing. It's not disgusting if you say you don't want open borders. It's not disgusting if you say you want to secure the border and keep illegal immigrants out of the country because there's a proper legal channel for immigration. What's disgusting is pretending and virtue signaling about how welcoming you are, making your social media posts and putting your little banners up and calling your city a sanctuary until you actually have to do it, and then showing what you really are. Folks, I want to thank you so much for joining us here today at Explain America. Please make sure you like, you comment, you share, and you subscribe. It's really so important to us. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.